Duthie has done a thing with Etsy ads, which is really kind of cool. I want to thank Brian for letting me know about this thing. I don't know if it's rolled out to everyone or just it's in beta just now. It just appeared on my Etsy ads. So check this out. If you're using Etsy ads, it's a big step forward. Now, I'd like to say before we start, whenever I mention things like this, people are always quite rightedly complaining about all the other things that they don't like, but I'm going to be treating Etsy like dog training. I'm also a dog trainer, so we're going to reward the positives. We're going to say, okay, Etsy ads are not what I would like them to be. There's still a whole load of changes that could make them better, but this is a positive step in the right direction. So Etsy, you can have a cookie. But no, this is really cool. Hopefully you're all going to like it as much as I do, because one of the problems with Etsy ads is there just wasn't enough controllability. So they've given us a new feature to help us control our ads a little bit better. So I'm going to show you this, give you my first impressions, and give you some of my ideas of how we can use this. Let us go and have a look at this. So if you don't know, if you have, this is Etsy, what used to be promoted listings, not the offsite ads. So we go to marketing and Etsy ads, and you get to your Etsy ad dashboard. I'd only stuck this on because I was doing a little bit of research for something, so I don't have a whole lot of data here, and I definitely don't have a whole lot of sales here. So we've just got, same as usual, got the graphs. We've got all the data here that we normally have, how much I've spent. Shock horror. But there is something cool. Now, I always like this, the search terms. Unfortunately, you can only, well, they might have changed. I haven't checked. But the search terms, it shows you what people have been searching for, that they found this specific listing, and it gives you even more data here. So you should always click this and have a look anyway, because this is a whole load of data, but they've added to it. So, okay, it's even worse. It's only the last 7 days. So there's not much data here at all. It used to be a month. I'm sure it used to be a month. But anyway, so we've always had the term that buyers searched for, what in your listing is telling them to look at this, what in your listing told the algorithm that this might be worth showing in an ad, and how many views you got for it. Now it's only 17 days, so there's very little here, which is a bit of a pain. But this is the new thing. Look at this here. You can turn off keywords for that specific advert if you don't think it's relevant. So if we have a look, this is a Samoyed sculpture. Now, needle felted rat, I don't actually mind if people are seeing it and clicking on it. If they want a needle felted rat, I can create, mine's for a custom listing that I can create things for. So although I don't have the word rat anywhere in my listing, obviously there's very few needle felted rats. So I wouldn't switch this off. It's actually kind of cool. It says to me, maybe I've got to needle felt some rats, or actually secret thing I've not shown anybody before, but I have been working on that even before I just saw this. Okay, that's a different language. Samoy instead of Samoyed, custom felt dog. But if there was anything that I didn't like here, I could switch it off. Now for that one, I'm kind of happy with those few that I've got. But let's have a look at, right, what listing is spending the most of my budget spent? Which ones are costing me the most money? Well, it's this Samoyed dog. Click-through rate's okay, and it hasn't had enough views. I'd be looking 100, 500, 1,000 clicks before I make a decision that I want to turn this ad off totally. So I don't know what the conversion is on that. I've not had enough views yet. Now this guy is costing me the second highest amount of my budget. Let's have a look. So this is a listing for a custom border collie. It's interesting that my highest ones that are getting the most money spent on ads are my highest priced items. These don't convert so well, but when they do, they make Etsy some money. So border collie, yep, that works. Border felt, again, that works. In the past 7 days, my ads have been being shown to the right people. Let's try this guy. It's spending a fair amount as well. So, what keywords? Havanese, yes. Yorkshire Terrier artist needle felt. That's quite a search term, but people are searching for it. So you can go through all of these and have a look. I know some people with like handbags were getting ad clicks from the word Gucci, which they don't make and they didn't want it and it costs a lot of money. So this is a group of 5 dogs. Assorted needle felted puppy Malta. Okay, that is weird and it's got a lot of views. I suppose Maltese or something, but okay, this is costing me a lot of money. I'm not getting any sales from it. Don't want that anymore. So they're taking this as feedback as well. So I am saying I don't think that's a relevant keyword. That's not good for me. So I don't know if we're completely stopping this. Have they given us any more data? Use the toggle to turn off keywords that aren't relevant. This is part of a test to help us improve ad targeting. So I've said I've got nothing related to Malta in my title and tags. I don't want that keyword being used. Again, I have no idea what that says. I could translate it and see if it is relevant. Now here you see needle felt dogs. I've seen a lot of people search for needle felt when the term is needle felted, but it really does tell me that maybe I should look at changing some of my titles there. But is there anything? Yorkshire Terrier artist, fair enough. Felt Dogs Britain. Oh, I see. For some reason, I've got a tag of Eatsy Britain. I will have to change that. That's somebody makes listings years ago and hasn't changed them. But all of them, the rest of them are relevant, so that's cool. These are still, they're all costing me a lot of money for not making me a lot of sales here. Miniature Jack Russell Terrier. I'm happy with that. Shit, don't say that word because you'll get demonetized on YouTube. Brindle Bull Terrier Cane Inn. I don't know what that is. That doesn't seem relevant. We will get rid of that one. Obviously, always be careful getting rid of things, but here it's fun to have a look about on. I will say, let's come back to me. I think this is good to play around and experiment with. My 2 thoughts for what terms you should be getting rid of, ones that are completely irrelevant. If you sell your own handmade handbags, get rid of, if it's matching you for Gucci or something like that, get rid of it. That's an expensive ad click that is not relevant. If someone's searching for a Gucci handbag, they don't want your handbag. They want a vintage Gucci handbag or something. So switch off terms that are completely irrelevant because they will be costing you money. People might click on them and cost you money for clicking on them, but they don't want your item, so it's unlikely to convert. The other place I was thinking, if you have keywords that you know from your organic search that you're ranking super highly for, your listings seem to sell every day of the week for those keywords anyway, and you don't want to spend money because you don't want to spend money to advertise in that place because you're already doing well there, then it might be as well to experiment with turning off that term as well. But always, experiment, look and see if that helps. It could be the case if you switch it off, then you will lose some views and sales, and it might be worth it to turn it back on again. But rather than looking and saying, oh, I'm not going to advertise that listing at all because it's costing me money to be seen in the place that it was already being seen. The listing's good. It makes you a lot of money. Let's experiment with the ad budget being spent in different places. So you could definitely, I would experiment with this, really zone in, look at your highest converting. When you get a lot of views, Etsy does give you a little note to say, this is a high converting listing. This is a this term sells well, this term converts well. So if you find keywords and you're not showing up in search for them because you're just not, your SEO is just not on point, your listing's just not quite good enough, then you could totally go in and switch on advertising for that listing and switch off all the other irrelevant keywords and just zone in on those super high converting, super good keywords so you get more bang for your buck. So I like this. Let me know in the comments below. I got super excited when I saw this. So again, thank you, Brian, for letting me know about this. I think it's pretty cool. Let me know in the comments below, and we'll be back with regularly scheduled videos shortly. So don't forget to hit subscribe and come back often for more Etsy tips, tricks, and artistic inspiration. I'm Pam Duthie. Thank you so much for joining me.